Hello, today I just want to share with you this look. So it's inspired by Fendi's 2017 Spring collection, and the key makeup artist was Peter Phillips. He did a glitter lip and this broken liner. You might have seen it because Gigi Hadid was one of the models for that show, so it tends to get a bit more coverage. I spent about 9 years working for MAC doing their London Fashion Week backstage, so I've got a bit of experience. I'm not bloated like tooting my own horn, toot toot, but no, I've got a bit of experience. I don't want you thinking I'm coming here not knowing what I'm talking about. I have done it. So I hope you enjoy, and here we go. When I'm doing Fashion Week, the model's skin is normally really dehydrated because they've often come from flights, because often I'd do London Fashion Week and they'd come over from New York Fashion Week. So I'd use usually Embryolisse moisturiser because I found that worked on most of them, and most of them didn't seem to have any reactions to it. And I'd mix in a few drops of oil. This one's just the MAC Care Blends oil, and it's the grapefruit and chamomile. So get a tiny little blob of the Embryolisse, and then I'll just mix it in to a few drops. And this might not be so good if you tend to get quite shiny during the day, but for fashion makeup it doesn't need to stay on long, but the skin needs to look flawless. See, I've already got a bit of glitter where I had a little play beforehand, so ignore the glitter that's already there. The foundation that they used was a Dior one, but I don't have it, so I'm going to use the YSL Touche Éclat foundation because it's the sort of finish that you like backstage. So you want a bit of coverage but nothing too heavy, and often it's nice just to have a little glow to the foundation just so it keeps it really youthful. I'm using it with the Morphe M492 brush. I'm starting where I want more coverage and then just buffing it out on the rest of the face. It's not too heavy. Working backstage, you'd usually have a key makeup artist, and they hate it if they can see the foundation on the skin, so it needs to be really worked in. So you would use your hands quite a lot just to really make sure it's not sat on the surface of the skin. I'm just going back in with a bit of the Maybelline Fit Me concealer just to add a bit more coverage, especially around my chin, and then a bit around the eyes. This is shade 20, but could probably do with a slightly lighter one there. For the eyeshadow base, I'm going to use Groundwork Paint Pot. It doesn't really look like they've got any eyeshadow on, but maybe just a tiny bit of shading. Often you'd use like a paint pot or some sort of cream product as opposed to eyeshadows backstage. Just really, when it's sort of Fashion Week, they just keep it really simple in terms of how many products they use, and try and make things a bit more multi-purpose as well. I'm setting it in place with a little bit of the MAC Mineralized powder, just the face powder, just because otherwise on me it does tend to crease still. So this will almost act like a fleshy tone highlight on the brows and then just lock it all into place. I'm going back with Studio Finish Concealer from MAC for a bit more coverage around the eyes. And if you are a makeup artist, or if you're going to an event, a really important step that you don't want to leave out, especially Fashion Week, they go mad, is just taking down the redness on the ears with a little bit of foundation or concealer. When they're walking down the catwalk and the light is shining behind, it just makes the ears look quite red sometimes, so you just really want to make sure that's all knocked back. But it's also really good if you were, say, getting married and you've got your hair up. Setting the skin with the mineralised powder, but just a tiny bit just to lock it in place. I'm using the Maybelline Eye Studio Lasting Drama gel liner with a MAC 263 brush. Either this one or either do a really good brush as well. For the liner, it's not dead straight, it does have a little bit of a flick. So I'm visually following the bottom lash line. But it doesn't go all the way along, and then you do the inside. Now I'm going to do the inside. And if you want a little bit more of a soft beauty look, you could always smudge that little bit underneath just to soften the line. They haven't gone over the top with the mascara. I've obviously wanted to keep them a little bit more feathery. This is the Max Factor Full Slash Effect Mascara. I don't even think they had any underneath. So I'm going to take off most of it where that line is, just so you can really appreciate the break in the liner. The brows are groomed with a soft bit of definition, so I'm just combing them up to make them fuller. Then using a little bit of eyeshadow. This is my trusty Omega eyeshadow from MAC. Then really comb them up into place. This is the Benefit Ready Set Brow. It doesn't look like they have any contour, but I don't have supermodel cheekbones, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. This is the Harmony Blush from MAC. I'm blending it all out with the NARS Laguna bronzer. Backstage highlight is usually cream, so this is Pearl Cream Colour Base, which is one I used countless times. I think it seemed to be the main one we'd use backstage. I'm just pressing it in with my fingers, just so I'm not moving around the foundation, using it high on the cheekbone. So this is the fun part, the glitter lip. You could whack on a nude or something if you wanted it a beauty look, but let's go all out. 'Tis the season. First of all, it just looks like it's like a peachy tone glitter just pressed onto the lips. I'm going to use a little bit of a pigment before, just to give it extra sheen, and I only have like a gold glitter as well, so I'm hoping it'll tie it in. They would have kept it simple, because from a distance you're just mainly going to see the shine on the catwalk. You don't want to overcomplicate it, and it just makes it harder for everyone who's sort of having to copy the look if there's too many products used, but I can add as many as I want. So I'm starting off with a bit of rose pigment from MAC and a bit of Fix Plus spray. Just mixing together so it makes it a bit more of a cream consistency. And now in terms of adhering the glitter, there's a few different techniques. You could have used the clear gloss and pressed it on, or you get specific glitter glues. I am just going to use a little bit of the MAC eyeliner mixing medium, which I don't think is recommended for the lips, but use at your own peril. There's a lot of products like this that aren't recommended. Just putting on a bit of the gel, and then I am just going to press the glitter on with my fingers because I can't stand it on my brushes. If you're worried about drop down, you can often backstage I'd hold a tissue underneath just to stop it sticking to their chin. I have sacrificed a brush, but it's just a synthetic one, so it's a bit easier to get it out of the bristles. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're watching it on the free Makeup Masters app, thank you for downloading. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see, or if you need any extra tips, or if there's products you love. Just let me know, it'd be great to hear from you. Hopefully see you soon. Bye!